So tech employees often face challenges uh, with long working hours, insecure policies, contractual insecurities. So should there be a better policy? Should there be stronger policy to secure them?
I mean, that's the simplest question. Yes, they should. You couldn't give me a, yeah, they should. Absolutely should. You let me off really easy there.
Do you have any suggestions?
No, I suggest to have stronger policies to support the employees.
And what about from the women's side? Is there something that we can do that would improve your situation? What is the thing that disturbs you most? Is it the working hours? Is it what is it?
Balance.
Huh?
Work-life balance.
Work-life balance.
Yes.
So how many hours a day are you forced to work?
8 to 10.
Okay. But I mean, 8 hours not bad. I'm lucky if I get 8 to 10.
So there are a lot of employees working for long hours.
Yeah.
So work-life balance is one of the things.
And what do you do in your non-work time? Like, how do you spend your non-work time?
So
Do you have like a hobby? Do you have children? How do you do that?
yeah, I have a company of my own. I'll work in that, then I'll manage the family.
And what does the company do?
We are into contract staffing, business. Okay, software contract staffing.
And what's the most difficult part of your job?
I love all the part of my job.
Okay.
There's nothing difficult for me, but it is difficult to manage the family and job. That is where I find a challenge sometimes.
Okay. Thank you, Reshma.
Thank you.
It's actually quite interesting, and I think you already answered that earlier, right? If you enjoy your job, then a lot of the times, it really doesn't look like something that is stressing you out, right? But it's about how you manage your time, prioritization, and small tricks like that. So we've seen some of that as well. So.
No, but the challenge actually is liking something you don't like. Like getting to like something that you don't like. That's where it gets interesting.
Yeah.
That
And
you say, okay, I don't enjoy this, and then you start to look at it carefully, and you change the perspective, and you say, actually, I quite like it.
And one other thing that we found is that when you're not learning new things, that interest kind of starts waning. So we always try to figure out new ways, like changing jobs, cross-learning, new trainings and things like that. So you kind of keep the interest at a level so that then that stress really doesn't affect. Because if you do something that you, like you said, don't like, even for a short period of time, that kind of stresses you out way more than doing something that you enjoy for longer hours.
Yeah. I also find that if you do many unrelated things, you get a lot of cross-fertilization going on between things that you do. So for example, if you study history and you do software design and you're interested in hiking and you're interested in multiple things, you suddenly find that actually that thing from this space is helping me in this space. Elasticity, right? So I like to keep it as wide as possible. Even, for example, if I read, people ask me, what book are you reading? I don't do it like that. I'll get interested in an area and I'll be like, okay, that's an interesting area. And now let me read in that area. So, or even sort of, I find martial arts gives me huge information on how to deal with things, right? Principles over there, for example, of balance, of force, they're applicable everywhere. So I like to have many things that I'm doing, and whenever I talk to my nephew and niece, I always tell them, listen, the more things you're doing, the better.
Indeed.
Don't get into don't just I mean, be good at it. So don't just do it and not be good at it. But if you can do, 5, 6 things and be reasonably good at them, then they all start to add up.